Welcome back, y'all. It is the Drunk Capitalist here, and you can already see by the title of the video, we're going to discuss why I use a credit card for everything and why you probably should do the same thing. So, we already know that, I came from the school of Dave Ramsey, and he is against credit cards, and it makes sense. It's because in his world, he understands that the odds of you getting into credit card debt once you have a credit card are very high. And that's why you need a budget, and that's what I suggest. I don't suggest that you don't build credit and that you don't get a credit card and you don't do all these things that you could do financially with your life. He's more of a straight and narrow kind of guy, which is why he's great for when you're in the constricting cycle of your life and not in the building mode of your life, to be honest. Like, he can get you to millionaire status, but it will be really long and you're gonna have gray hairs by that time, is all I'm saying. I have seen the benefits of a credit card, and I've also been on the other side of where I had credit card debt. I told you guys in a previous video how I was in credit card debt and how I was able to get out. So check out that video and how I was able to get out of credit card debt with 0% interest. Today I want to talk to you about what type of credit card you should actually use. So you're going to want to get a rewards type credit card, maybe a travel rewards type credit card, and it really just depends on what you seek to accomplish. Me, I like money, so I like a cashback rewards type of credit card, and really get into what benefits that card offers and weigh it against other cards, because credit card companies are going to be sending you mail all the time for you to sign up to their credit card, because they can already see your credit score. They already know. All this information is out there. Even if that you don't even bank with that bank, they will be hitting you up for you to sign your credit card. When I turned 18, Discover hasn't stopped sending me letters since. I don't have a Discover card because I hear they're the worst. I did my research. I saw the interest and I saw the benefits. Didn't like them. They're out of here. But yeah, you're going to want to compare the different offers from different credit cards. Some have sign-up bonuses, or they have huge cash back offers or reward point offers. And that's what I want to get into. And I'm going to tell you why I use a credit card for absolutely everything. Number one, it is the safest thing to use. It is way safer to use a credit card than a debit card. Now, you have to use it responsibly. And that's why I suggest that you have a budget. You should only be using your credit card, or you should really only be buying things if you can afford it. And that goes the same for when you have a credit card. Even though you have basically 60 days, technically speaking, to pay off that purchase, does not mean you should purchase that item and hope that you have money in 60 days. No, it should be a part of your budget, and you should be using your credit card as though it is a debit card, right? So your groceries, you should be using your credit card for it, because a lot of credit card companies offer additional extra points for when you use your credit card at a grocery store. Sometimes it's 3%, 2%, and occasionally it's still 1%. If you're buying things like gas, gas prices are real high right now. You're going to want to get all the cash back you could possibly attain. So, and then they also have categories like restaurants, at specific stores. You can add that as a bonus to your credit card. It could be Lyfts, it could be Ubers, it could be almost anything. If you're getting money back, no matter how much money it is, it's worth it. Because at the end of the day, think about it. Every purchase that we make gets taxed. And that's already after we've already been taxed on the income that we make. So if someone is offering to give you money back, bro, just take the money, bro. Just take the money. Because a debit card is not going to make you no money, okay? It's already bad enough that the money sitting in your checking account is barely getting anything in terms of interest. And that money's always moving, so it's almost impossible to calculate. It's just best to put your Netflix, your little Hulu, your little HBO Max, put that all on the credit card, put your little gym membership that you don't go to, put that on the credit card. Everything should just be paid on the credit card. Get your 1% back, your 2% back, 3, 5, sometimes 10% back. I can't tell you enough how important it is to just use the credit card. You know what? I'm gonna show you what I mean when I say use a credit card, okay? I'm gonna actually show you guys what my credit card is looking like right now. I have 4 credit cards in total. I'm only gonna show you guys 3 because the 4th one is Bank of America. And to be honest, I got that card, and this is when I wasn't as knowledgeable about weighing the pros and cons and the rewards of a credit card, but I quickly learned that Bank of America is not in my best interest, and they don't really like me that much. They never increase my credit limit, and they only give 1%, and they never give anything else. So I don't use their card because it's not beneficial. Every other credit card company is rewarding me more for my purchases than Bank of America, so I don't use Bank of America. It is what it is. But here we are. So right now, I'm in my Chase account, and it's almost my birthday. So what I like to do with my credit card points, my cashback rewards, is I like to save them up every year, and then around my birthday, I see how much I have based on the things that I bought regularly, which I have budgeted for my life, and I spend those points in buying whatever it is I want. I'm still thinking about what I want, but here goes nothing. So for my Chase Freedom card, I have Freedom Unlimited that gives you 1.5 cash back on all purchases and then has different credit benefits. So you can see here, my total available points is 60,100 points. That equates to $601 cash if I wanted to use it in cash, right? They also have things like Chase purchases. So like if you use your points to purchase something rather than cash it back, they will convert it in a way where it turns out to be more points, if that makes sense. It would be more money. So for example, if something costs, I have $601, something costs $700, and I purchase it through the Chase store, they'll probably charge me, like it'll probably charge me like $650 instead of charging me $700, and then I will only pay like $50 or something like that. It's like it's really good. But yeah, like I said, go into like the card benefits. So like Chase Rewards has 5% cash back on travel, which is any type of travel. So it could be like your Metro card if you're like in New York or whatever, bus passes, transit passes, it could be plane fares, it could be any type of travel, it could be Lyfts, Ubers. They give you 5% back, okay? And no, 5% doesn't sound like a lot, but I promise you it adds up. As you can see here, $600 adds up, and it adds up very quickly. 3% back on dining and restaurants, 3% cash back on drugstore purchases. So when you go to Duane Reade, buying your lotions or your Q-tips and your cotton swabs, you know what I'm saying? You're getting money back, like for that purchase. Even though these percentages sound very small, when you're buying things, whether it be books or just buying food and just the regular things that you buy, clothing, it's coming back eventually. So for every dollar, if I'm getting 5% back, I'm getting technically 5 cents, but that's for every dollar. On average, we probably spend maybe $500 to $600 a month, and if you can get 5% of that back, so yeah, it's definitely worth it. Now we're gonna go over and look at my American Express card. So with the American Express, I don't really use it that much. This is where I put my subscriptions. Listen very carefully. This is where I put my subscriptions. So my gym membership, my Hulu account, my Apple subscription where I have like Apple Family or something like that. Got the Apple Music. I said Hulu already. Where I put my Stars and Showtime, like basically anything that's a subscription goes on my American Express card. American Express loves me, and I also put a few other things like restaurants sometimes on the American Express card, and that's pretty much it. It's nice and it's on a rolling basis. I don't worry about this card too much. My Freedom Unlimited is the card I use mainly for pretty much everything because the benefits are just out of this world. But as you can see on the American Express card over the past year, I racked up $178, right? That's just adding to that $600 pile. So I'm up almost $800 already. Now, we're gonna move on to the Barclays card. Now, the Barclays card is the card that I told you guys about before, where I got myself into some trouble, but you know, it saved me and saved me from credit card debt. They had an offer, I took it, and I paid 0% interest. Now, when I moved into my first apartment, I had a bunch of things to buy, and I saved up for months in order to purchase all of the items. So when I say when you purchase things, make sure you can afford it, I literally mean that. I literally mean make sure you have the cash already on hand to make that purchase, but then use the credit card anyway. Like, that's literally, and just take the money back. That's literally all I'm saying. So I had budgeted for my furniture, my television, the moving expenses, and I put everything, even the truck rental, on my credit card. Okay? And over the course of the year of living in the apartment, I got all my purchases, you know, plates, pots, pans, Amazon stuff, blah, blah, blah. And the total is $665. Okay? So, y'all want to do that math? So, we got $665 plus $601 plus $178. I have $1,444 to spend. And I got it because I used my credit card. Just because I used my credit card. I didn't do anything extra. I used my credit card and I paid the credit card with the money I already was having anyway, because I budgeted and I didn't have any emergencies. I'll give y'all that much. Right? So I understand some people end up in credit card debt because they have emergencies, but that's why you have to, you know, sometimes go to Dave Ramsey's school and save up for those emergencies, have an emergency fund just in case, right? So say you do have some credit card debt, you did budget, used the credit card, but then you lost your job. Get that emergency fund, pay off that credit card, and stop buying stuff. Like, that's literally what you got to do. I didn't have any emergencies that I could think of, and that's one of the things about having an emergency fund, is that when you have an emergency fund and you have an emergency, it doesn't even feel like an emergency because you have the funds. It doesn't feel like you're under any financial pressure because you have the money. Like, and that's the same thing with the credit card. It won't feel that bad once you budget and you already have the money in your checking account to pay off that credit card anyway. But all I'm saying is, I got a nice 444. That's a nice little number, you know what I'm saying? 444. I mean, I'm just saying, that's a nice chunk of change. I can get something very nice. I can go on a little vacation. In fact, I could even go so far as to charge my entire vacation to my credit card and make a bunch more in credit card points and make more money back. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you really consider this advice. Use your credit card. Obviously, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial expert, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. Use the credit card. Get that cash back. I'm wishing you guys all the best in the credit card game, in the financial game. And I'll check you guys out on the next video. Peace. It's the Drunk Capitalist.